What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 build video. Now this is going to be my LMG meta build. This is a DPS based build and this has the most damage I've seen so far for LMGs. This thing has buffs coming from talents, it has raw damage, it has crit chance, it has crit damage. This has everything you need to melt everything in the game. Doesn't matter if they're elite NPCs, named NPCs, doesn't matter if they're players, they will melt in seconds. The gameplay will be at the end of this video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I am Kamikazevondoom. If you guys do enjoy this build video and it does teach you something and helpful in any way, shape, or form, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments at all, let me know in the comment section below. And if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time I bring you another Division 2 video. But alright, so this is going to be my LMG meta. This is all damage based. It has damage on damage on damage, and I love it. My world is in heroic primarily, and I like to play solo, and this thing just wrecks. I'll show you guys footage of me killing Chungas, me killing the sledgehammer guys, me killing the flame turret guys, chainsaw guys, all those big tank elite NPCs. They go down in seconds. It's amazing. Now going through this build, I start at the top with the specialization. I use the technician because I get that one skill tier. Getting that one skill tier really helps out my skills. So I run the reviver hive and the defender drone. You could change out the reviver hive for the restorer hive if you just want heals, but remember, using that technician, you do get tier 1 for free. So I get the more charges, more revived armor, range, and health on my revive hive, and then from my defender drone I get more health and I get more damage reduction, so that's pretty huge. Now you could run this with the gunner specialization, but that gunner specialization will, what the? Alright. It just decided to respawn me into the game. That gunner specialization will give you, armor on kill. It will give you a larger pouch for your LMG. And it will give you, a better med kit. But I really do like the free skill tier you get from the technician specialization. That's just my preference, so you could use, obviously, whatever you want. Now getting into the weapons, I am using two different MG5 replicas. I had to craft both of them. You can use anything for your sidearm. I'm just using the new backup boomstick just because it's a sawed-off double barrel shotty, and I like those. They have a good little place in my heart for them. Whip that thing out, boom boom, and the thing's usually dead. I love it. Now starting with the weapons, both MG5 replicas, they both have 15% damage for LMG damage. So the base damage on both of them are 44.7k. With my primary, with Unhinged, the base damage is at 112. And then for my strained MG5, the base damage is at 104. Now I am running perfect glass cannon. So when I am in combat, I do get that 30% more damage. Pretty awesome. It bumps up this Unhinged LMG from 112 to 128.7k base damage. This thing smacks. In fact, let's get into it. So here is my primary LMG. Like I said, it is the MG5 replica. Core attributes: LMG damage at 15, 9% damage to targets at a cover, and then I have damage to armor at 5%. Unhinged, I get 18% weapon damage at the cost of stability and accuracy. Now for the mods, they are all crit damage and crit chance. Reason for that is on this build, both of my weapons have 60% crit chance, and both of my weapons have over 80% crit hit damage. With that and all this raw damage, and you'll see the buffs from my other talents, this thing smacks. Now I am using the large pouch for the 35 rounds, but remember, if you do switch to the gunner specialization, you can get the 50 round mag. I am running crit chance for the laser pointer because in technician you cannot use that crit damage on the here. You can only use the laser pointer. Now for the muzzle, That's where I put the crit damage and the optics. So I get 10% crit damage just from those. Now my secondary, Strained, this one has 15 LMG damage, 9 damage to targets out of cover, and 4 damage to armor. Remember, Strained got changed in year 2. So this one, I gain 10% crit hit damage for every 0.5 seconds I'm firing it. Obviously, with an 85 or 100 round mag, you're going to be firing this for a while. So the 5 stacks to get with Strained is easy to come by. Now again, the exact same mods on this one: crit damage on the optic and the muzzle, crit chance on the laser pointer, and then the large pouch for the magazine. Nothing special about my sidearm. It's the backup boomstick, 16 shotgun damage, 12 damage armor, and 9.4 reload speed. Base damage 1.3 mil. Woo! But alright, going over the build. So with that all being said, I have 17 reds, 1 blue, and 3 yellows. That's right, this could get even higher. But for right now, I'm only at 17 reds. I am using the new exotic mask, that is the Coyote's mask. I am using 2 Providence, 1 Petrov, 1 Seska, and 1, what's it called? Grupo Sombra. So this is the combo I have. Reason being is this backpack has companion on it, and we'll talk about that in a second. This chest piece is the Sacrifice, and it comes with perfect glass cannon, so I get a lot of damage from that. And then I use this mask because not only is it amazing to use, but it also helps out all your teammates. And if you have multiple people on your team running the mask, you could get multiple procs to happen at once, and that is insane amount of damage. But alright, so with all that said and done, my primary DPS right now, base damage is at 112. When I'm in combat, it goes up to 128.7. My armor is at 675.9k, health 272k. I've already talked about the skills, so I use the Defender drone no matter what, but then you can use the Revive Hive or the Restorer Hive if you want. Now, let's get into the gear items. Starting off with the mask, this is the Coyote's mask. You get this at level 35 during Season 1. Really easy to get to. Now this one, it is all RNG based for your attributes. The only thing that is a guarantee is that you'll get 15% weapon damage with the mask. Now for my attributes, this dropped with crit chance at 5.5, crit damage at 11.1, and then I threw on there a mod crit chance of 4.7. Now what makes this mask so cool is this talent, Pack Instincts. You and all your allies gain a bonus based on the distance of your last enemy you hit. So at 0 to 15 meters, you get crit hit damage at 25%. 15 to 25 meters, you get 10% crit damage and 10% crit chance. 25 meters on, you get 25% crit chance. So if you have 3 people using this mask in the same group, and they are shooting enemies at different distances, you will get all 3 of these at the same time. Insane. Now the backpack, the Grupo Sombra, I know I'm butchering that. Now with the brand set bonus that you get out of this, you get the 15% crit hit damage. For the core attribute, I rolled on there 15% weapon damage. Normal attributes, weapon handling at 11.5. Crit hit chance at 4.7, and then it came with a yellow mod, so I threw on there skill haste of 10.4. Now let's talk about companion. Companion is the talent that is on this backpack. While you are within 5 meters of an ally or skill, your total weapon damage is increased by 15%. So I use the Defender drone. It doesn't matter what you have, as long as you're near an ally or a skill. But my Defender drone is usually right next to me, so no matter what, I get another 15% total weapon damage. Insane. For the gloves, Seska gloves. Now Seska, that brand set bonus, I get 10% crit chance. For the core attribute, it came God rolled at 15% weapon damage. And then for the normal attributes, I have 9.5 hazard protection, and then I rolled a max 6% crit chance. Down to the knee pads. Petrov knee pads. Remember, the Petrov brand set bonus gives me 10% LMG damage. For the core attribute, 15% weapon damage. And then for the normal attributes, I have crit chance at 4%, and then I rolled on there 10.9% crit damage. Now for the holster, Providence Defense holster. I have 2 of these Providence Defense items, so I get 10% headshot damage and 10% crit chance from the brand set bonuses. For the core attribute, I rolled on there 15% weapon damage, and then for the normal attributes, it came with skill damage of 4.3 and crit hit chance at 6%. And finally, the chest piece. This is the Sacrifice chest piece, named Providence Defense. I rolled on there the 15% weapon damage, and then it came with some pretty bad attributes. Skill haste at a low 7.7, crit hit damage at a low 8.3, and then I put on there a 4.7 crit hit chance mod. It does come with perfect glass cannon, so all the damage I deal is amplified by 30%. Yes, I do take 60% more damage, but if you play smart and you play right, you can really make this work for you. And that is it, you guys. Let's finish off with these stats. So for my weapon talents, all I'm really using is the unhinged and the strained. For the weapon stats, this is for my primary MG5. 112,010 for the weapon damage. Goes down to 61.6 for PvP. I have 60 crit chance and 80.3 crit damage. 95% headshot damage. For my offensive tab, I have 110.8 all weapon damage. Add that with my LMG damage, and I'm at 150.8% damage. It's insane. 150.8. That's a lot. For my gear talents, I have Companion, giving me more damage, and Perfect Glass Cannon, again, giving me more damage. For my defensive tab, I have 675,854 armor, with 272,040 health. I have 50% pulse resistance and 9.9 hazard protection. And that's about it, you guys. 20.1 for the skill haste, and there she has it. This is my LMG meta build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. 150% damage bonus. That is insane. With max crit and a whole bunch of crit damage, this thing will melt anything, you guys. 150.8%. But alright, I'll end it with some gameplay, and yeah, I'll let you guys on your way. Hope all is well. I am Kamikazevondoom. Shout out to the DoD, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
that it? Everyone okay?
Did anyone get hurt?
Already in the bucket.